We know you'll take a flight for that thing, but would you take a flight for food? You know I will, so fly with me to Mumbo Sauce City. Me and my girl Batteries are taking a trip to some East Coast cities to try out some of the spots y'all swear by. And our first stop is DC. We landed in DC pretty quick, and thank God they let us check in early because we had a long day ahead of us and we didn't even know it. First order of business was food. Y'all know I had to start at a city staple, so we started at Florida Avenue Grill. I was told that this is like the oldest black diner, something. I'll check my research on that. But y'all, this was one of the funniest food experiences. Y'all, I felt like I was at Ed DeBevic. After lunch, we headed to the National Mall. We was going to see the Lincoln and Dr. King Memorial, but why that Uber driver dropped us off at the Legislative Building? So safe to say it was a lot of walking, and I mean a lot of walking before we made it. I'm sorry, you can't tell me it ain't no black up in that. We took scooters along the way to the Dr. King Memorial. Y'all, why we get lost and never got to see it? Because we made reservations at the African American History Museum, and it was getting late. We walked past and scanned the QR code and was surprised they had opening. So we ended up doing the top 2 floors, and y'all, it was amazing. So much black greatness, and the displays are just breathtaking. Like, you have to see this museum. We headed back to the hotel because we over 30, so we need naps before we go out. We got ready for dinner and headed to Lost Society. We was 45 minutes late, but they still seated us, and I loved them for that. Y'all, this drink was so good. It was called a Fruity Call. Now, y'all know I'll do a full video, but yeah, I had the seafood egg rolls and the seafood pasta, and she had the Philly rolls and the grilled chicken. They have a club lounge at the top floor, but the vibes was not there, so we just left. But before I went out, I asked my lab who got the best mumbo sauce, and somebody said Yums on 14th, so we walked over from Lost Society. Y'all, I love the accents out, y'all. They be like, you going to the curry out? We got a 6-wing with mumbo sauce and a cup of mumbo sauce on the side. But stay tuned for the full video on mumbo sauce and the rest of the East Coast food trip.